it's Myla. Thanks for tuning in for another edition of Myla Minutes. Today we're going to talk about something that you can try at home that you probably are already doing, but I thought I would share some of my ideas around the topic. And that is setting rules in your house, but sort of arbitrary rules, or the rules that are just for your house. And rules, of course, family rules can reduce power struggles, and it can make it so that you're not having to talk about the same subject over and over again. You just make a decision about it and then you're done. And you have to stick to it, but the rules can be flexible as well. So an example would be in our family, juice is only for breakfast. We only have juice for breakfast. And that is because when my kids were toddlers, I didn't want to talk about juice anymore. You know that thing where your kid's pounding on the refrigerator, juice, and they're freaking out, or maybe it's just my kids, I don't know. But you have this situation where you're tired of saying no, or you're tired of diverting their attention or distracting them. And so I decided one day, you know what? We have juice for breakfast. That's it. I don't want to talk about juice anymore. And what that made possible is that then I didn't have to talk about juice at lunch and dinner. And, you know, hey, super cool treat. When you go to your friend's house, they have juice at lunchtime and it's like, oh my God, I had juice at lunchtime. It's amazing. But that made it so that I don't have to have conversations about that anymore. Also, we have one treat a day at our house, and that has to be after breakfast, because I realized when my kid was going to kindergarten, he was like having a treat for breakfast effectively. So that was when the flex came into the rule, and then they get to choose when they have it. I gauge how much of a treat it is. It's a small treat, but they decide when they have it. And if they have it first thing, oh, you had your treat for the day. Sorry, you can have a treat tomorrow, just like you can have juice tomorrow for breakfast. Then I don't have to talk about it anymore. So those are two around food, but then there are also other rules, like things like, where can you spit? You can't spit in my face. Yeah, that doesn't work well. Or spit on someone else at the playground. You can spit in the sink, you can spit in the tub, and you can spit in the shower. And so that's a variation of telling your kid what you want them to do versus not what you want them to do, but also gives them the opportunity to know. So then I would repeatedly say, where do we spit? And my kid can repeat back, in the tub, in the shower, etc. And then the other one, maybe it's because I have boys. I don't know if girls are doing this, the spitting thing. I don't know if that's a boy-girl thing. But also, yeah, if you want to play with your penis, if you want to pick your nose or you want to fart, you can do that in the bathroom. That's where we do those things. So I don't want to see you pick your nose. I don't want to see you play with your penis, and I definitely don't want you tooting at around the house. And that sometimes works, sometimes doesn't. And but it is a good way to sort of say, hey, this is what we do. And the last one right now is we don't wear pajamas outside. So if you want to go outside and play, you're going to need to change into regular clothes. And that is something that, you know, you can easily get into a power struggle about, but it is the rule. That is the rule of our family, and we stick to that. And so here and there, things have flexed on the rules, but once you decide what the rule is and it works for your family, you got to stick to it. And you can take feedback from your kids, and sometimes I tweak them based on what they say, but that just leaves it so I don't have to keep having conversations or keep having arguments about certain behaviors. So that's one little thing that you can try at home. Arbitrary rules. I highly recommend them. So if you have rules in your family that are unlike others, or things that you do, I would love to hear what they are. So share on the YouTube page in the comments, or on the Facebook page. I would love to hear what kind of rules that you're using in your family. And thanks again for tuning into another edition of Myla Minutes. Subscribe, like, share, etc. Thanks so much. Okay, bye.